all about me, but it's alright, I'll take it. I don't have anything extraordinary to share with you guys tonight, but I have a couple stories I want to share with you. I know as BYU fans, you see what happens on the game, but you don't get to see everything that happens in the game. So I'm going to share a story with you of something that happened on the field during a timeout. It's a pretty funny story. And then, but first I want to share with you, Scott Johnson's here tonight, and Scotty and I kind of have a history that really doesn't go back that far, but goes back to spring ball. Scott's going to love this story. So Scotty he's not a huge guy by any means, but he can pack a punch with his hits. I've taken, as Greg mentioned, I've taken some punishment. I've been knocked unconscious on the field in a bowl game 3 years ago. I've had a couple different concussions, although I didn't tell the training staff that. And so I've had a few big hits in my career. Not my hits, but somebody else hitting me. And so Scotty's had a few big hits himself, and so we're lining up in spring ball, and we're running. It's just kind of one of those all verticals play. We're all running down the field trying to make a play. And Max throws the ball up to me, and I'm kind of bending the route back into the middle of the field. Max kind of puts it a little too far in towards the safety, and I run to get it. And there's Scotty waiting for me to basically make me do a flip and land on my backside, just hit me as hard as anyone's hit me. Then he stands over me, telling me to not come towards the middle of the field like that. I don't think he had realized that I still had the ball in my hand. So it's a great hit. It's a great hit, but I still caught the ball, so it's still first down, right? So I stood up, and I probably would have walked away had he not said anything. But because of the words, I don't even remember what he said, but so I took the ball and shoved it right in his face, and then realized that I had 5 defenders pushing me, and I was in the middle of the lion's den. So I quickly ran away as a few offensive linemen came to my rescue and started throwing a few punches. To when Coach Mendenhall then made us all line up and run. So Scotty and I have a history. No, Scott's a great player, and so you're going to see some of those great hits from him again this year, except they're not going to catch the ball. So the second story I want to share with you is this was Colorado State 2 years ago. So they were playing at our place, and we were just talking about this story today. I was trying to think of some really good stories to share with you guys. And I was sitting around with Dennis and Max and Coach and we were talking about this story because I remember it happening on the field, but I couldn't remember all the details. So I was talking to Max about it. And so what happened was it was a timeout or a reviewed play or something like that, and we were all standing there. We were still out on the field, so it was all of our guys and all the CSU guys, and they had this D lineman. Just kind of a rough character, long hair, I think he had a beard or something, and he was just chirping his mouth all game, even though they were getting smoked. But so he just kind of was running his mouth all game, and I remember standing there, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, which one of you guys are Mormon?" I just kind of look at him. And Joe Semenoff, one of our running backs, raises his hand. Which I'll never forget. And then he's like, and then he looks at Max and points at him. He says, he says, "Where did you go on your mission?" And Max turns to him and he goes, "The North Pole." The guy kind of gives him this look like. And then the ref starts laughing at this guy. And of course, all the players start laughing at him. All of a sudden, he realizes we've made a fool of him and have a laugh at his expense. But anyway, that's you know, there's still some funny things that go on.